जी, Namaste everyone. Welcome to this morning session. So we are discussing exercise 2, observing body by the self. So we have completed exercise 1 and now we have also completed exercise 2. So let me briefly put the essence of exercise 2. So in exercise 1, we are observing ourselves. We are trying to be in a state of pure observer, the state where I can observe myself, I can observe rest of activities, and I can observe space also. So purpose of exercise 1 is to evaluate of to evaluate all sanskars and align them in the light of relationship, harmony and coexistence. Now with this we are also observing body. So we are trying to see that body is a distinct unit than the self. So I am interacting with the body as and when required. So I am an independent being. So I am in space, in coexistence in space, and there is a material unit, body, that is also in coexistence in space. And whenever I want to express myself, I transact with the body. So I transact with the body as per our requirement. And this transaction is happening in space by my choice, by my decision. So I send instruction to the body through space. So as a unit, I am in space. As a unit, body is in space. And somehow I have accepted coexistence with the body. So whenever I want to interact with the body, I give information, instruction to the body through space. And it is also my choice to read any specific sensation taking place in the body through space. And my being is in coexistence in space. The body is also in coexistence in space. So there is a separation between me and the body. And why I am interacting with my body? Because it is my decision. It is my decision, that's why I interact with the body. Right. So purpose is to see that body is a distinct unit than the self. So with exercise 1 and 2, we can see that we are not hard bound with the body. So body is a distinct unit coexisting in a space, I am a consciousness unit coexisting in a space, and it is my decision when to interact with the body or not to interact with the body. So in this manner, we are trying to see that my existence doesn't depend on existence of body. I am coexisting in space, body coexist in space, but my existence doesn't depend on the existence of the body. Right? Because my existence doesn't depend on the existence of body, so I am free from body, and I am interacting because I want to interact. If I don't want to interact, I will not interact. So three realities we are trying to understand. One is the consciousness that we discussed in exercise 1, then material body that we discussed in exercise 2, and third reality is space. So space is all pervading, and I am coexisting in space. Body also coexist in space, and all the interaction is happening through space between the self and the body as per the decision of the self. So I have choice to interact with the body or not. So this is what we are discussing in exercise 1 and 2. जी.
Bhaiya, actually, I was trying to observe this, but I think I need more clarity on understanding what is coexistence. If you could please guide me, even though you have done it earlier also, but I think I haven't understood.
Clarity of the what?
Coexistence.
Okay. So if you see any unit in this existence, then you will find that any unit is not only existing, it is also coexisting with other units and ultimately with space. So for example, like a tree. So it is self-organized unit existing, but also participating in ecosystem. So it is existing and coexisting with other units. So in tree also there is a leaves. So if you see any leaf, it is existing and also participating in existence of the whole tree. So existence and coexistence, both are there. Similarly, this earth, it is existing as a unit and participating in galaxy, solar system. So it is existing and coexisting, means participating with other units. So like cells in your body. So each cell exists and coexist with the body, means participating in the harmony of the body. So existence and coexistence, both are there. So you will not find any unit that is only existing but not coexisting. So each unit exists and participate in larger order. So participating for what? Participating for the harmony of the larger order. So existence and coexistence, both is there. And whenever you focus on any particular unit, you will find it is coexisting in space. For example, self and body. So body exists and participating for the understanding of the self. So if I understand this, I will utilize my body. Once body is not there, self is there. Self is existing in coexistence of space. So at fundamental level, coexistence is there. And all this expression of nature in the form of various units, trees, mountain, river, everything is the expression of coexistence. So at fundamental level, there are coexistence of subtlest reality and unit, and this coexistence is expressing in the form of all variations that we can see in nature. So that's why we are saying existence is coexistence. Is it okay, Didi, or I should add something else?
Yes, Bhaiya, I would explore more. So,
Hmm.
existence and coexistence is already there. It's just that I have to see that. Like for the relationship, also we were when we were discussing earlier. So that is already there with every unit. It's just that like I have to see it. I am not able to see it every time. Like when practically I'm coming to doing that because of my sanskar. So it's all about. I'm just sharing my observation. Like I have to see it all the time. Relationship is there, existence is there, coexistence is there, and it's. I have to always see that.
Ji, ji. Because as a consciousness unit, we have choice. We can
Mhm,
see, we can ignore also.
mhm,
Other units don't have any choice.
mhm,
That's why they are already in relationship, harmony, coexistence. So consciousness unit has this choice. It may live with assumption or it may live with knowing. So because of this choice, I may ignore it, I may understand it. So that's why we need to see it. That's why education sanskar is required for consciousness unit. For rest units, education sanskar is not required. For example, tree, no education sanskar is required. Animal, no education sanskar is required. Education sanskar is required for only consciousness unit, for human being. So it is role of education to realize, to help the people realize relationship, harmony, and coexistence. Because we have choice, and it is role of education to help students to work out on their choice to see relationship, harmony, and coexistence. So because of choice, I need to understand. Right, Didi?
yes, Bhaiya. And Bhaiya, like even though when we are reflecting on it and it seems quite easy, but when it comes to living, uh, like that sanskar takes over. So, like even for the relationship, if it takes Bhaiya, now I know, okay, it's there, but while communicating with someone and there is a difference of opinion, and that sanskar, I go with the, I have discussed this earlier also, but, and it has improved, I can see, but I need more practice. So I just need your guidance. So, like in the interaction conversation, I go with the decision of I have to discuss with the feeling of relationship, and it happens that way. But in between the sanskar, and it's so I can see. I mean, I'm able to observe that also, like that feeling of the sanskar, that fear or the hurt that is coming, and like that reaction that is happening inside. So, if you could just guide me, that one thing that I have to be aware at that time, even though it has improved, but I still need practice.
जी जी. So we need to be aware of our sanskar. So basically, we have assumed something about reality and it is impressed in ourselves. So this impression about the reality is our sanskar. And whatever is impressed in our mind, now it will take time to do reverse engineering. So we need to do reverse engineering with our sanskar. So somehow we have got some impression for the reality. That's why there is a fear, hesitation, loneliness, etc. So as much as we will focus on reality, we will focus on reality in our daily living. This sanskar will be evaluated. For example, the fear. So fear exists because I have not understood some reality as it is. Either I have over-evaluated it or I have under-evaluated it. That's why there is a fear. So we need to right evaluate the reality. For example, for human being, whenever you go to new city, we may feel fear about the people of this new city. And it is happening because we are not aware of reality of human being. So what is reality? That every human being wants to be happy and prosperous in continuity. But we have some fear because of our own assumptions. And it starts with childhood. For example, when you send your child outside, we always say that don't take anything from a stranger, be aware, don't trust on anyone. Such kind of teaching create fear in us. So I was saying that we are taught like this. So don't trust on a stranger, be aware of the other people. Even in platforms, in railway stations, they just speak uh, announcement that don't believe on anyone. Be aware of your belonging and don't take anything from strangers. It may be poison, etc. All such things create fear in us. So because of this fear, we are not able to continue our happiness. So what we can do now, we can reevaluate all these things. So now we can say that everyone's intention is right, but be aware of be aware of competence of others. But intention is right. So we can trust everyone, but we need to evaluate competence. So such kind of understanding will be helpful to overcome our fear. So all such characteristic, like fear, negativity, doubting, all such kind of things are coming because of lack of understanding of the reality. So I exist in space. I coexist in space, and I will continue whether my body is or not. So my coexistence will always be there. So this is one reality that we need to understand. So more we understand the reality, more will be out of such kind of characteristics, negative characteristics. So we need to be aware of our sanskar. We need to be aware of our thought, feelings, and that we practiced in exercise 1. Now, every time we need to be aware, we need to observe, and we need to evaluate whether my sanskars are aligned with the reality or not. So this is continuous work, Didi, continuous effort. So it is true that at rational level, at the level of thought, we are convinced that we have relationship, coexistence, harmony with everyone. So at level of thought, we have this proposal. But at the level of thought, we also have another proposal, like don't trust anyone. Struggle, survival, struggle, struggle for survival. You will survive only if you have money. No one will ask you if you don't have money. So such kind of proposals are also there. And new proposals of harmony, relationship, coexistence is also there. Now we need to verify which proposal is right. Which proposal will ensure continuity of happiness. So sometimes we think that I will live with relationship, but practically when incidents happens, another kind of proposals arises in our mind. How can I trust everyone? How can I be relation in everyone? If I will talk about relationship, people will take undue advantage of me. So we have accumulated many proposals, and one proposal is also there of harmony, relationship, and coexistence. So what we need to do, we need to be aware of our thought, and we need to evaluate it. But this evaluation can happen once I am at a state of pure observer. So step 1 of exercise 1 is very important. Can I see my sanskar, thought, feelings without getting affected from it? But it will take time, Didi. As you said, it will take time. It is time taking process.
Okay, yeah. So
Ji.
one thing is that like I have to be um, continuously at the being aware of this whatever is happening, and also like for the right understanding I have to contemplate also, right? But yeah, so that part is also going to help in my observation and in the living, right, Bhaiya?
Ji, Didi. So contemplation, है ना, same thing, contemplation or thinking. We need to be aware of both the things. But at simpler है ना, manner, we can be aware and we can see whether we are comfortable or uncomfortable, and we can ask ourselves whether it is naturally acceptable to me or not. So these are simple steps that will help us. Contemplation will happen when I am at the state of pure observer. So when I am in B1 block. So contemplation means what is my role in this larger order. For example, someone is shouting on you. So two things can happen. One things I am thinking about the person or I am contemplating about the person. So thinking means how can he shout on me? Na? He should not talk like this, etc. etc. Contemplation means his state is not comfortable. He is in contradiction. What is my role in this interaction? What should I do to make him peaceful? What program should I make for him so that he may understand his innate nature, his swabhav. So contemplation means how can I complement others? How can I participate in others' harmony? This is contemplation. So that we can check whether we are contemplating or we are thinking under the influence of some sanskar.
जी
So
भैया.
contemplation is about relationship, participation in relationship.
जी भैया. Yes, it gave the clarity. Yes. Thank you so much भैया.
जी दीदी,
Namaste.
नमस्ते.
Yeah. But yeah, yesterday, my own interaction, that's whatever is happening with this consciousness and material world is was there better. Yesterday, there was an get together of my colleague in the night. Even though I was able to see that I'm uh, giving food at the late hours, I was there with relationship in that get together. Every time I was trying to see to it that I do not uh, put extra stuff because they were offering every time material part, but still I was able to see that I have to take care, I have to nurture the right part of the body. So that was there happening. So these interactions or the information was keep on coming to me. This part of understanding myself and the body in this reality will also help the way I interact with the other uh, consciousness and the material. I believe that is what is there. And 2 days back, I was dropping my relative at bus stand in the morning hours at around 7:30. And during that time, I was able to see that when I started, I was there with something to help with the material. Like I should see to it that because it was a time when they just start their journey and they need a breakfast in between because 3 hours of journey was there. In initially, I thought of that part, but on the way I slipped. Not to, or it was not there prepared at the home. So that way I was supposed to get it from an hotel and give it to them, but I just went with some other thoughts in between and I slipped and I dropped them at the bus stand and came back. But I was not comfortable that what I had done. Might be uh, I was not doing, and now I was able to see what is that is naturally acceptable to me. Like even with respect to the material, if I am not trying to fulfill the need of the body, I am not comfortable even at the level of consciousness also. And I was able to interact that what is that is naturally acceptable to me is also naturally acceptable to other also. So this was a big, what do you say, the eye-opening for me that what is that is naturally acceptable. That is why I should think about, why I should ask about. So this is clarity is helping me by now. And yesterday's interaction, especially over-evaluation and under-evaluation was earlier much to have that feeling from the other, but now being comfortable within and trying to participate there at that part was being with more clarity. So this is was that helping me by now. I think smaller things only like asking why I should ask for my natural acceptance was also an eye opening to me. So this I think you can help me, Bhaiya, with whether this, if I'm able to see my understanding with the material, that is myself and the body interaction, if this is getting clear within me, then I think I can help with the participation with the others also. This is what I was able to see. Bhaiya. Now you can help me add on further.
जी भैया, so nice भैया, है ना. So this clarity of these proposals
Yeah,
will help us to see
yeah,
reality in every interaction,
yes, Bhaiya, yeah,
है ना. So the more we are aware of ourselves,
yeah.
the more we will be clear in every interaction. So this
This is one part.
जी
Yeah,
जी, so this
yeah,
understanding will, है ना, help us.
yes, Bhaiya,
Even with
yeah,
practice, with awareness, है ना, we can see qualitative shift in ourselves,
yeah,
even in little interactions,
yeah,
small interactions. So
yeah,
when we are taking food, so are we aware that this food is going to participate in the self-organization of the body?
yeah,
So basically, this food is participating. The water I am taking, it is also participating. So with
yeah.
awareness, we will be able to see
Yes,
very
yes,
little things or things in minute manner.
yeah,
Similarly, these clothes, they are protecting our body.
yeah,
So once we are aware, we will be able to decide the quantity also,
yeah,
how much is required. So this clarity will help us in living.
yeah,
So this is good, Bhaiya. Nice sharing, Bhaiya.
yeah.
Anything
Thank you.
else you want to know?
Yeah,
Or
nothing, nothing. Where the other side also is there that I have also fear of with higher ups what it can happen. So any instructions they are not something helping me. I take it other way also. There is so that the disturbance within that body might be. I am able to see that I where consciousness is taking that belief, that is assumption, living with assumption is there, and that is creeping me to the body also, that I get some shaking within, I'm not stable some few moments. So this is also I'm able to say, yeah, that because something that is being told to me which I feel with my own assumption, or not even assumption, might be that is what was the fact, that they are expecting something to do which is not in line with my natural acceptance. So then also that disturbance is there. I am able to see this part also.
जी,
Yeah.
जी.
Yeah. And
Nice,
making
Bhaiya.
program within the family for not in line with natural acceptance is also there happening. But still, I have to hold with everyone with that fulfillment part. And still, but the discussion is there. Way I keep on putting small proposals, something of what is helping everyone. So this is all happening now.
जी,
Yes.
nice, Bhaiya.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Good day. Namaste. Bhai.
जी, नमस्ते भैया. One thing I want to add here for everyone, that this over evaluation and under evaluation. So this over and under evaluation happens when I am influenced with my sanskar. This right evaluation can happen when I am at a state of pure observer. So that's why in exercise 1, step 1 is to see ourselves as it is. So whenever we see our sanskar as it is, we can evaluate it rightly. But if I am influenced with my sanskar, then over evaluation, under evaluation may happen. And we can see this reflection in our day-to-day life. So, where you will find this over under in your close relationship very frequently. So whenever your husband or wife follow your instructions, immediately we over-evaluate them. He is good husband, good wife. And at some time, he or she doesn't follow my instruction. He creates some questions, contradicts with my thought. Then we under-evaluate them. No need to talk with that person. Let him live by his own ways. So immediately we under-evaluate or over-evaluate. And it happens because of I am influenced with my sanskar. I am an influence of my sanskar. Similarly with other things also. Sometimes we over-evaluate material. Sometimes we under-evaluate material because we are not able to see reality as it is. You know? For example, when we purchase new mobile, new car, we over-evaluate it. We take care of these items. But after 2 months, 3 months, 1 year, we under-evaluate them. Now we under-evaluate the items, whatever we have. We over-evaluate items, what we don't have or what the others have as. So this under-evaluation, over-evaluation is happening because of I am getting influenced of my sanskars. So this right evaluation can happen naturally if I am able to see thing as it is. If I am aware of my purpose, that I need continuity of happiness and prosperity. So with this, I can rightly evaluate the physical things around us, human being around us also. Even our body. Sometimes we over-evaluate our body, under-evaluate our body. So when we over-evaluate our sensation, we become indulge, ensuring happiness from the sensation. We are over caring of our body, coloring hair, making color fair, trying to decorate the body, trying to influence others from our body. Ensuring proper shape of the body. All these things are happening because of over-evaluation. Sometimes we under-evaluate body. What is the benefit of this life? Why I am there? So this over-under keep happening. And it is happening because I am not at the state of pure observer. I am influenced with my sanskar. And my sanskars are based on some assumptions. And in those assumptions, due to those assumptions, something I am over-evaluating. And same thing, in another time, I am under-evaluating. So this right evaluation, samyak akalan, happens with the state of pure observer. So with right evaluation, I am not influenced with material. I will rightly utilize the material. With right evaluation, I will not be influenced with other sanskars. I will rightly evaluate their sanskars. With right evaluation, I will rightly evaluate the relationship with each unit. So in unawareness, this over and under is happening. So with more clarity, with awareness, right evaluation will happen. And it will be natural outcome. This right evaluation will be natural outcome of our understanding the reality, relationship, harmony, and coexistence. And this understanding harmony, relationship, and coexistence, it will natural outcome of being in state of pure observer. So ultimately, we need to practice this process of observation. So the more we practice, things will happen naturally. So we need not to make extra effort to right evaluate. Only we need to make effort to be aware, to observe. And many things will start happening as Bhaiya was sharing. Yes, many things will start happening naturally. So only we need to make decision that I will be aware and I will observe. So that we need to make effort. Ji.
Thank you, Bhaiya. Thank you.
Ji. So let's take one more sharing, because we have completed exercise 1 and 2. So observation is continuous process. Awareness, we need to have awareness all the time. So we need to just remind ourselves that I will be aware what is going on. So whenever my attention is on the self, I will be aware what is going on. I will try to observe it. Whenever my attention is on body, I will be aware. I will observe body as it is. So this awareness is important.
Bhaiya, as we explored about the self and body, there are different units and they're submerged in space way. And space is, in the space there is no activity. Space is, as we discussed yesterday, Bhaiya, space has all pervading, is all pervading. Whether, and neither it is a conscious unit nor material unit. And I want to know whether self is also all pervading way.
You can ask yourself, are you all pervading?
Yes, I will remain. Body will go, but I will be there always.
So you will continue, but
Yes.
are you all pervading? All pervading means
Everywhere exists.
everywhere.
Yes.
So you can go anywhere, but can you be everywhere? So as a consciousness unit, at one time, I will be at one place. Now, if I am focusing on this space, and if I am, if I am only focusing on a space, then it
Yes.
may give impression that I am everywhere, because my whole focus is on a space. For example, if my focus is on body, so what I think that I am body. When my focus is on a space, then it may give impression that I am everywhere, because I am focusing on a space. It may
Yes.
give impression, but we need to be aware. So it is my choice where I am focusing. I am focusing on the reality that is all pervading, or I am focusing on another units like body. So as a conscious unit, I am limited in size. But if I am focusing on space, that that time it may give impression that I am everywhere because my whole focus is on space.
Yes, yes.
Right, Bhaiya?
Yeah. Still, I want to explore why.
Ji, so we all want to explore and we can start where we are. And so we can start by focusing on our sanskar, body, thought, feeling, because these activities we can see easily. So like activities of body, we can see it easily.
Yes,
It is gross level activities. Activities of thought, we can see it easily. And
yes.
so ultimately we need to explore the whole existence. We need to explore the space also. But and, we need to start where we are.
Hmm. Yes.
Otherwise, we will be thinking hypothetically
Oh.
or we will be making our story.
Hmm.
And, so it is better to start with our
Very
competence where we are. So we can move from gross level to subtle level to subtlest reality.
at least. Hmm.
So as our competence will increase, competence to see these subtle level activities will increase, then we can see this subtlest reality that has no activity also. So this is journey, bhaiya. है ना? We
Yes.
need to start from where we are. So we can start from gross level, body, to subtle level, self. In self also subtlest activity, activity of realization.
Yes.
There we have potential to see the space as it is. So once we reach there, we will see this all-pervading reality.
By among this self activities of the self, activities of the body, activities of the space in the space. Subtlest is activities in the space, like activity of the space
Subtlest
of the space.
reality. Subtlest reality.
Uh-huh.
So three realities are there: consciousness unit, material unit, and space. Space is the subtlest reality.
Sure.
And so it cannot be seen through gross level activities.
Yes.
So we cannot see it through body, and in self also it cannot be seen through gross level activities like selecting testing. So selecting testing is gross level activity.
Yes. Sir.
So we cannot see all pervasiveness of a space with the activity of selecting testing.
Yes. Sir.
And then analyzing. Analyzing is more subtle than selecting testing, but still it is gross.
Yes. Sir. Bit of
So we can analyze something, but we cannot experience this all pervasiveness.
Mm-hmm.
So we can analyze that there is a space between two units. There is a space between two atoms. That mean there will be space everywhere. So we can analyze like this.
Yes.
But analyzing will not lead to fulfillment.
Yes. True. True.
Right. Then from the activity of contemplation. So it is subtle than the activity of analyzing.
Mm.
But we cannot see pervasiveness of this space. Then activity of understanding.
Yes.
We can understand that each unit is self-organized in this space, but this pervasiveness of space cannot be experienced there. Then activity of realization. It is the subtlest activity of the self.
Yes.
At this activity, I can see this all pervading, all pervasiveness of this space, because this activity has potential to see.
At the stage of realization, Bhaiya, it is happening.
Ji.
Okay.
Or at the state of pure observer.
Okay.
So we are also saying it the pure observer. So this activity of realization is pure observer. So this activity has potential to see pervasiveness of this space. Here I can realize this.
Okay.
But from gross level, we can analyze only, or we can see some part of this space
Mhm.
in relation of others. So for example, between two units. So
Yes.
between two units is a space. So basically we are not seeing a space. We are, our whole focus is on two units.
Yes.
But at the activity of realization, we can see space as it is.
Oh.
So at the activity of realization, we will see space and units in space. But with gross level, we will see units first. Then we will guess that there is a space between two units.
Hmm.
But from activity of realization, we will see space and units in space.
Oh.
Right
But
way.
by the activity of the space is like submergence.
Space has no activity. Every unit is submerged. Submergence means each unit is energized in coexistence in space. Each unit is self-organized in coexistence in space. And each unit recognizes its relationship with other units in coexistence in space. So all these three characteristics are happening in coexistence in space. We are calling it submergence.
Energized and self-organized.
And recognizes relationship with other units. And all these things are happening in space, in coexistence of space. So we cannot remove these characteristics from any unit because each unit is submerged. In layman language, we cannot separate space from unit. They are mixed. In fact, this separation mixed, these words are not appropriate because space is everywhere.
Yes. Even we wish we cannot separate it.
Yes. Because when you will go to separation, you will use another unit, and that unit is also submerged in space.
Oh.
And the person who is thinking to separate, that is also submerged in space. Submergence is there.
True.
So we can think of separation at the level of analyzing, but we cannot do it. But at the level of realization, we can see that each unit is submerged in space. So it is not appropriate to think even that we can separate it. जी भैया. So it's time for Hindi session.
Thank you. Thank you, Bhaiya. Thank you.
जी. Time for Hindi session. We will continue our question and answer tomorrow. So thank you
Yes.
everyone for participating. Namaste.